Hi friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Inex Joy and I'm Joy. Today we have a reading about dreams because it's Pisces season, as we all know. So I thought it'd be great to just do a reading about dreams and the unconscious. And this is also a timeless reading, so yeah, don't worry if this is not in Pisces season when you're watching this. Don't worry about it. It's just, that's when we're filming it. Anyways, so today we're doing what are my dreams trying to tell me kind of reading. And I just wrote a little excerpt of what dreams are. So dreams reveal critical aspects about ourselves. They represent a collection of thoughts, emotions, and healing that is relevant to the dreamer. Usually, dream messages are convoluted with many symbols to decode. The message of the dream is never as straightforward as TV makes it out to be. Yeah. I've been having a lot of interesting dreams lately, and they never are as straightforward as I would like them to be, so that's why I'm kind of doing this reading, just because I always found it helpful having pick a cards to help decode the messages of my dreams and what I'm going through. So hopefully this helps you all today. I'm really happy that you're here with me enjoying the reading. Yeah, okay. So there's 3 piles for this reading. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. As always, timestamps are down below. And yeah, I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. If you chose this pile, then this is your reading. So today we're just going to go through an energy check-in, as always, just to identify if this is your pile or not. And then we're going to go through the questions. What is the main message of this pile's dreams? What are some symbols that can be decoded for the dreamer? And as well as, how is this healing the dreamer? So what card you guys got is Inner Earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. There's a lot of mirroring energy as well as inwards energy. So right now, a lot of your dreams are reflecting back to you, your inner worlds, and it is trying to give you a little bit of a hope for the future. That's how it feels. You might be in a state where your security is a little shaken up and you might be trying to build a proper base or foundation for yourself right now. So that means you're probably dealing a lot with the root chakra. You're probably dealing a lot with either finances or having a home to stay in right now, or having relationships that can really secure you and have that support system that's very basic and primary, because not everyone in this world ends up having good parents or a good social support or even a good home. So congratulations for really choosing you and choosing a better path of life for yourself by laying these foundations for yourself and making sure that they're very strong and that they're very stable for yourself. So yeah, that sounds like you. If you're having a lot of root chakra things play out in your life, then this is your reading. So yeah, first I want to talk about the mirroring aspects of this card. As you can see here, there's just a lot of mirroring going on in the outside. So it really feels like your dreams are really a reflection of both what's going on survivally with you. And again, this card is just a reminder that everything's going to be okay. I'm being drawn to these gems in the tree. And so for me, that means you're something very special. You're someone that really can shine and I guess this is not a tree. I guess this is like underground, you know? Yeah, anyways. But you're someone who's very special and is very unique in terms of how they think. And it might have not resonated with your past or who you used to hang out with or your like previous home base or your previous workplace. And yeah, it's definitely taking a toll on your physical body right now, having all these survival instincts like come back up. Not too long ago, I was put in a very similar situation where I didn't really have a home for like a month, and it was like a very interesting time to say the least. And right now my heart goes out to you if that's what you're going through, and just know that everything's going to be okay and that you will make it through it, and that there's light at the end of this tunnel. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep practicing and being your beautiful, authentic self, because that's what you're living for. Yeah, okay. So let's go into the questions, like what the main message of this pile's dream is. Source Divine, please tap me into the collective of Pile 1 and the main message of their dreams. What is Pile 1's main message of their dreams? What is Pile 1's main message of their dreams? Herald of Change. The Horseman. Can you give me any more information on Pile 1 and their main message when it comes to dreaming? What is Pile 1's main message for dreaming? Hearing like no, just to keep it like just as is. So we're gonna honor that. So Horseman, Herald of Change. Yeah, you can see like there's like in this photo there's like a wisp of like old energy that's leaving this body. So it really does seem, like I said before, like you're really re-entering a new phase in your life where you're clearing out the old and you're stepping into new foundations. You're stepping into a better, more secure, stable base for yourself. And like I said earlier, in terms of the reflections, your dreams are a reflection of what's going on in your outer worlds. And it's just a confirmation that it is something about you releasing a lot of past energies that no longer serve you. You're really just heralding this change where you're building a better, stronger foundation for yourself. And in the long run, it's going to be more freeing, more sustainable, and it's going to give you a life of better satisfaction. Love that for you. I don't know why I'm getting really strong Sagittarius vibes, but like from this card, if you might resonate by being a Sagittarius or having a lot of Sagittarius placements, but like again, take that as it resonates. It's only going to be for a few of you, but that's okay. So your creative abilities right now are really like heightened. So your dreams are really trying to urge you to take advantage of that time. And it might be hard because you might not even have the time to do that. But if you have a second, maybe like just creating a poem or some art, painting, maybe like song lyrics or like a beat or like something to really help you kind of emotionally go through this in the waking life. That's what your dreams are really trying to tell you, is to have a creative outlet for you to kind of process these really heavy emotions, because it's really hard when we're uprooting and uplifting our life into a new life. And it will be very grounding for you to have that creative fallback, to have that creative space for you to emotionally process. Even journaling might be something really helpful. Writing it down will be very helpful. Yeah. Any more messages? Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go to some of the symbols that can be decoded for your dream. In the Tibetan Dreamer book by, sorry I'm talking so slow. I feel like I talk so slow in these videos, but anyway, sorry. There's a yogi Tibetan book for dreams, and it is by the current reincarnation of the Buddha. Let me just pull up his name. Oh, Tenzin Gyatso, who's the current Dalai Lama reincarnate. Yeah, in his book, he talks about how the dreams are just a mirror of the waking life, and you can see like how your waking life also symbolizes what you're going through, just like how dreams kind of symbolize what you're going through. Like decoding your dreams is the same as decoding real life. For example, like say you were just kind of like walking down the street and a random animal comes past you, like a wolf or something. Then you look up and you realize wolves are like a symbol for security or something like that. And it just resonates with you because that's what you're trying to hone in on, and that's what you're trying to really unpack right now. But that's the lesson that you're really trying to learn right now. Like that's kind of the same thing, you know. In dreams, we have the symbology of seeing something really strange and really unconventional, but we find it to be normal in the dream state. Like I don't know if you're the same, but like whenever I'm in a dream, I'll see something really random, like someone driving, but they're in like the passenger seat and I'm in like the front of the car, but they're driving. And I'll think that's totally normal in my dream and I won't like pay attention to it. But later on when I wake up, it's like, oh, that's a symbol for something. So if you notice those really weird aspects once you wake up, then look it up online. And also, not only if you're having a hard time remembering your dreams, look at the symbolism in your waking life. Look at what you see, and like if there are spiritual messages that are coming through, downloads that are coming through to you in your waking life. For example, again, seeing animals, or even seeing angel numbers, or even seeing or even feeling the weather patterns around you, and seeing if that resonates with you in terms of their meaning. Anyways, okay. So what is pile ones? What are some symbols that could be decoded for pile one? Interesting. Any more symbols? Oh, it's a lot of symbols. Okay. So we're taking them all apparently, so that's a lot. Here for it. Okay. Ooh, they have a lot to do with people. Again, the people and home, and that's what I was feeling. Like, I really felt like right now you're going through a big change when you're really uprooting your life and you're really getting rid of people who no longer serve you, as well as you're really changing your stability and your foundations, especially when it comes to relationships. So you have cheating on a partner in terms of dreams, as well as sex, as well as castles, ancient buildings, and tombs, and death or dying, and intruders. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna flip these all over just to see some of the dream meanings. Also, just to let you know, if you dream of dying right now, that's one of the top 10 dreams that people have. And it's not that you're dying in real life. No, that's not it's never as what's it called? It's never as straightforward as that. It's more of like a part of you is dying. Your old self is dying right now. And you're going through a lot of inner growth and self-discovery, which is what I felt with Inner Earth. It's something that you're really honing in and being authentic to yourself. Like, for example, you could be finishing a course of training or therapy, and you're really understanding who you are as a person, and because of that, you are uprooting your root chakra, and you are really someone who is changing what's going around in their home life, as well as their primary support system. Usually, cheating on a partner in dreams means that it's not that anyone's actually cheating on anyone in real life. It's more of that your needs are not being met. There's some part of someone else's personality that wants to be assimilated with you, that wants to really like come out and become a part of you. Yeah. You might be feeling neglected in some of your relationships right now, so that's why these symbols are coming out. For example, you might be physically neglected right now. You might need, and that's what the root chakra is really all about, is like physical needs and resources and finances and the material realm, basically. And like, so is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra deals a lot with sexual acts and sexuality, but I always found that the root chakra also deals with it, because it has to deal with the physical and it has to deal with the material realm. And so yeah, right now there's a part of you that really craves a more physical, intimate adventure with someone, and right now you're feeling like you're being neglected because of the people around you. And so that's why you're trying to herald a new change, and you're trying to change who's around you and who can support you better. So when you see a house or a castle or an ancient building, it interprets as your ego or your inner world, which is great. Same with intruders. A home is also, so all of this is really about inner world and inner growth, which I think is really interesting. And I just love how it really just ties in together, because it's just confirmation to me that your dreams, especially the symbols of your dreams, means that you're going through a lot of inner growth, and you're really going through a lot of inner work. And when people say inner work, it can be convoluted sometimes, but what that really means is trying to really get to know yourself more, and trying to really understand yourself better, and how you're feeling, and how it's okay to feel what you're feeling. You might have buried a part of yourself that needs to be brought back to life right now. And right now, self-reflection is very important. You might be feeling insecure about some aspects of yourself, and that's why you're going inwards to really build up your self-confidence and really build up your sense of self and your security of self, and herald this new change where you can feel free and you can feel authentic and you can feel just beautiful and wonderful and your amazing self. Yeah. Okay. We're going to move on. And go for, how is this healing the dreamer? So how are the dreams healing the dreamer as of right now? Divine Source, please connect me to pile 1 and their healing and how they're healing from these dreams. Oh, did it flip? I knew that wanted to come out. Okay, so you got transforming tragedy, apologies, and as well as asking for angelic support. Ooh, remember when I was talking about angel numbers earlier? Yeah, so there's just like your dreams, your waking life has messages for you. So if you keep seeing repeating numbers everywhere, like if you're seeing 1111 or if you're seeing 123, like 1111 usually means like new beginnings and obviously change, as well as like unity and in some sense and individuality in some sense. 123 is usually progression and moving forward. 444 usually means that you're heavily protected by the angels. 555 means really big change. 666 is like a harmonious aspect of really going inwards and uncovering some like and balancing aspects of yourself. 333 is usually about the heart and about creativity. So as well as it can also be about past lives, I found, but like take that as it resonates. Everyone's angel numbers are going to be different, and the messages you get from your angel numbers may be different than the ones I'm telling you right now. And I'm only saying that because like everyone's experience is different. Everyone goes through different life paths and different life experiences, so they're going to resonate on a different wave, and so that's why. So like whenever you do see repeating numbers, do your research and see what comes up and what's and like kind of take stock and take notice and be aware of the surroundings in your life, and especially what you're thinking when you see it. Like if you're thinking of like a certain person or a certain relationship when you see that number, then that can be a number that really symbolizes like them trying to contact you, or like in the astral realm and stuff like that. Or if you are thinking about a certain prospect, then and you see like, and if you're thinking about like work or something and you see 123, then that means you really changing and you really growing and learning from your work and stuff like that, stuff like, yeah. So loss is my reminder that more room has been made for greater gifts to be received. My angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. So right now, how you're being healed is that you're changing quite a bit when it comes to your perspective on life, and you might be going through a spiritual awakening, like a real hard spiritual awakening right now, where you're being open to these messages and being open to receiving them. And my solar plexus just hurt quite heavily, so that means like you're someone who's really transforming who you are as a person and how you identify and where your confidence comes from. And your confidence is no longer going to come from validation from others, or it's not going to come from your home, but it's going to come from your inner world. It's going to come from your inner strength. It's going to come from like who you are as a person, and like having a strength and security within yourself, within the home of your own body, to be able to self-soothe and self-cope and recognize that you can talk to yourself in the ways that you would talk to your best friend, and in the ways that you would talk to a loved one or someone that's significant. And that when you go through these winds of change, that you will be okay and you will be all right, because you have yourself there to support you, and you have your angels there to support you, especially. So yeah, that's intense. Wow. Okay. So to sum it all up, the main message of your dreams right now is that you are changing heavily, especially when it comes to your inner worlds, and your outer world is only a reflection of your inner world. So if right now you're going through a lot of relationship changes and like you're distancing yourself from some people, or some people are dropping out of your life, then it's just a sign that you're changing your confidence levels and you no longer need them on this journey. Yeah, and it's just a really big inner work for you right now. That's what your dreams are trying to tell you. So please be gentle with yourself during this time period, and please know that if you're having dreams or thoughts about other people, and if you're in a relationship, or about sex, and if you're really like heavily feeling like the root chakra part of yourself, then just know that it's because part of yourself feels neglected and it wants to really feel intimate with your inner world again. And remember that you can please yourself in those ways, and doing the work will get you to a new transformed version of yourself. This is really reminding me of one of my other piles where like pleasure was brought up in a card, because sometimes like sex is shamed a lot in this religious aspects of the world, and even in like Christian oriented countries especially, or any Judaic religion really shames sex. So it's hard to be a really expressive person when it comes to sexual needs. And I'm just here to remind you that it's totally okay to have your physical needs not met. And it's totally okay for you to ask for consent and to ask to be pleased a certain way and to please yourself in certain ways. Like, it's totally normal, totally cool, and it will help you with your inner world when it comes to dealing with this new transition in your life and dealing with you coming into your own and really understanding yourself better. Yeah. Okay, so these are the messages I have for you today. I hope that helped when it comes to you and your dream life. And yeah, take care. I hope you have sweet dreams. Hey, pile 2. If you chose this card, then this is your reading. So we're first going to go to an energy check-in to see where you're at and if this is your pile. And then if that resonates, obviously you can move on and have the wonderful rest of the reading. Yeah. Okay, so we're talking about what your dreams are trying to tell you today. And we're going to go through the questions of what the main message of your dreams are, what the symbols are of your dreams, and what that means for your life, and how we can decode that, as well as how your dreams are healing you right now. Okay. Ooh. You have third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, clear seeing. So you are going through this is not your first spiritual awakening, but you are going through another ascension process where you are being opened, especially when it comes to your third eye, about your world and your life, and especially your inner worlds, because it really feels like your inner world is like, or maybe it's more of your inner world is, so your inner world is really melding with your outer worlds. And right now you're probably really into astrology and really understanding yourself from an astrological viewpoint. And you're able to really decode symbols that come to you. Like, for example, you're probably already familiar with angel numbers. You're probably someone who already has spirit totems. You're probably someone who understands how sometimes the weather patterns can dictate your feelings and your moods and stuff like that. So if that sounds like you, if you're going through another spiritual ascension process and you're feeling really fucking tired all the time, and you're studying a lot of astrology and you're kind of a little bit more well-versed when it comes to the hidden symbols in your life, then this is your pile. Yeah. Okay. So we're first going to go through the main messages of your dreams. So, Divine Source, please tap me into pile 2 and the collective of pile 2 when it comes to the main messages of their dreams right now. What is pile 2's main message when it comes to their dreams? What is pile... Oh, okay. Oh, it's too much. If I can just go one more. Just one more to balance it out. Okay. Interesting. So you have stranger, curiosity, lost in space, needing direction, repairing the veil, forgiveness, as well as sky bridge, possibility for union. So when it comes to your main messages for your dreams, it really feels like there's multiple aspects. So you may be dreaming heavily at night. Like, you're not just focused on like one thing when it comes to dreaming. You're probably waking up and remembering multiple dreams right now. And I totally feel you. And it is about multiple things in your life. Heavily, I'm getting it has to do with a person in your life, especially like a new person in your life. because we have stranger curiosity as well as skybridge possibility for union. But it seems like you're a little confused to do about this particular relationship because of past hurts and past traumas, and you are someone who's kind of repairing yourself. Like you've put yourself in a cocoon, and there's something about you in your dream state that wants to blossom into a butterfly. And when it comes to this relationship, especially, you don't know whether or not you can trust this person, but yeah, you feel a bit lost when it comes to understanding their true intentions. But it really feels like they are, I don't want to say necessarily angelic, but I do want to say that they're from like the fairy realm, at least, because this person has fairy wings. It seems like you are the person who's quite angelic in this connection. And you might be in a state where you're really tired. Like you're really tired of like the bullshit of relationships. No, but like, sorry. That wasn't the original message I wanted to channel, but like that's what Divine Source wanted to get out. But you're also tired when it comes to your physicality and yourself and like your physical body. You're probably wanting to sleep a lot, and you're probably really like, you wake up and you're just like, oh, why am I still so tired? And that's totally normal. You're just going through quite the process of transformation, and especially when it comes to the relationships you have in your life. And with this particular person, again, you don't know whether you can trust them or not. So it's coming within your dreams, and they might mimic a lot of the habits some of your past or previous relationships have foregone. For example, like they might have similar traits. Like they might like eat a certain food that your ex liked, or they might have the same thought patterns as your ex, or like they might go to the same places as your ex, or they might listen to the same music as your ex, and it's really triggering you because there's a part of you that needs to heal from that old relationship so that this new relationship can possibly happen, you know? And again, it's up to you whether or not you want to move forward when it comes to this person. But it seems that they bring quite a lot of balance to your life, and they're here to really mirror aspects of yourself that you might have been neglecting. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the symbols in your dream. So, Divine Source, what are some symbols that can be decoded for pile 2? What are some symbols that can be decoded for pile 2? Divine Source, what is some symbols that can be decoded for pile 2? And I just saw 4-4 on the clock. Oh, so yeah, you are very heavily protected right now. With every decision you make when it comes to this union, you are being heavily protected. Ooh, interesting. So you have being unprepared, disasters, as well as technology when it comes to your the symbols in your dream. And you know what I'm getting? First off, like it's like a hard, like something wrong is gonna happen because you're not prepared for this relationship. Like because you feel like you might need to do like more healing or more self-work or inner work, you feel like something bad's gonna happen, and you feel like it's gonna happen through technology. You feel like you're gonna message them wrong, or like you're gonna find something out through social media about them. And it's just gonna like fall to shit, you know? And I'm here to remind you that like, this is how you're feeling. This is not exactly representative of what's going to happen. This is just how you're feeling. And this is something that's really, really, really intense when it comes to your emotion and your emotional well-being. Like, it's really like hankering down on you, and it's really putting you in a place of melancholy. And I apologize for laughing earlier. I was laughing because of like how spirit likes to show me the messages sometimes. It has nothing to do with your emotions, because I feel for you, you know, like when there is when there is someone who doesn't text back right away, or someone who has a really avoidant communication style, it can be really anxiety ridden. And like, I've had that in my relationships, and it's so funny because I had to learn how to forgive that person for who they were in order to make my current relationship work. And that's how it might feel like right now, especially. It might feel like your person, or the person you're seeing right now, they have the same communication styles as your ex, where they might be very avoidant and they might not like text you back right away, or when they do text you back, it's like not fulfilling, and it leaves you feeling unprepared for how you're gonna see them next, and it makes you feel like you're going a little bit like stir crazy, like trying to figure out what they mean, because like they don't put a lot of emotions, or they don't put a lot of information when it comes to their texting styles, and it's making your emotions kind of like go a little bit like all over the place. And that's totally normal, because like when it comes to anxious and avoidant attachment styles, I have both. I have anxious avoidant, which is so much fun. But when it comes to those styles in relationships, you have the anxious one who tries to communicate it to their avoidant partner, and then their avoidant partner being like, and then that literally triggers an abandonment wound from the anxious person. So sometimes the anxious person will pull back, and then that's when the avoidant person, because also their abandonment wounds are being triggered, then tries to like salvage the connection. And it's just like this whole mess of things, and it's just really frustrating, and it's really infuriating, and it's really like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It can really feel like rough waters when all you want is a smooth bridge. So, that's what your symbols are really trying to decode for you right now. That you're not really happy with the way that messaging is going about with this person, and you're feeling a bit unprepared when it comes to how to respond to them, and your emotions might be feeling just really heavy because of their messaging, because of how it's like really reliant on what you see when it comes to technology. Like, you might be following them on TikTok or Instagram and stuff. Like, they might tell you, oh, I'm so sorry, I can't hang out, I'm like busy. And then you see them doing something with someone else on their story, and then you're just like, what the hell, man? I thought, like, why can't you make time for me like this? And again, it's really frustrating. And yeah, so your dreams are just trying to process all of this, and just trying to like help you forgive the past, especially when it comes to your ex who did this. And you want this relationship to work. You want to see this come to fruition, but you're a little bit hesitant, which is totally necessary, and it's a protection mechanism for you. And I feel for you, because like it sucks being in this position. I've been there. It's really shitty, and like that person right now is not treating you the way that you need to be treated. So other than going in this cycle and loop of continuously having to like trigger each other's abandonment issues, just I think your dreams are really just trying to help you recognize where your emotional state is at, so that it can help you process it in the waking life. So when you do talk to them, it's not as tumultuous, it's not as conflicting, it's not as heavy as it needs to be, because you can process this by yourself and recognize where both of you guys are coming from, or both of you people are coming from, apologies, then it makes the relationship a little easier to handle. So you won't be too emotionally driven when it comes to your communication style with them, and then they won't return and mirror that same emotional, heavy communication style to you too. Because it takes two to tango. I'm not saying anyone's at fault here. I'm not trying to say like it's their fault, it's your fault. Like, no, I'm just trying to say like relationships are messy sometimes, and communication is key. And when you see like in-person communication's going to be very helpful for you in terms of understanding where they're coming from and understanding how they want the relationship to go about. Yeah, and voicing your needs as well when it comes to communication. Like, they might be someone who like likes to have, like, you know that saying that actions speak louder than words? They might be that kind of person, you know? And so, yeah. Being a bit patient at this time with them might help. But being patient with yourself right now is going to do wonders. Okay. So how is this healing my pile twos? How is this healing my beautiful pile twos? How are their dreams healing my pile twos? Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay. Aww. Okay, so you have healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. As well as soothing impatience. There's nothing to do but wait. Wow. And wow. What was I saying about being patient not only with them but with yourself? I just love how these cards are just so confirming, and I love that I shuffle on camera so that you can see it happen in real time. But yeah, so like, just like the repairing the veil, forgiveness, you are healing heartbreak, and you're learning how to love again, and your heart is learning how to love again without having to like jump to conclusions. And this person right now in your life is just there to show you that you can heal your heart, and that it takes two to tango, and part of it is having to be patient, and part of it is having to meet them halfway when it comes to what they're doing, and just having a really good, clear, communicative style so that you both feel like you're on the same page. Yeah. Okay, so my bundle of joy, you got this. You're gonna do so fantastic when it comes to being patient with yourself and loving yourself and repairing your heart and forgiving the past, because this person is not your ex. This person isn't gonna hurt you the way in which you might have gotten hurt, and if they do, like, you have such a greater sense of self to be able to move forward from it and to be able to see it as a lesson again. Like, this whole thing, again, is a lesson for you to understand yourself quite heavily. And the person that you're with right now is just here to mirror some of the attributes and traits that you need to be highlighted within yourself. And you got this. You fucking got this. Yeah. Okay. So be gentle and kind with yourself, my beautiful soul. You are amazing. Remember that. And just take some time to just reflect so that you can make this relationship work if that's what you really want. Yeah, it's good to take time for yourself. It's really good to take time for yourself. That's literally what I had to do for like a solid couple of months, and I had to be patient with the person that I'm currently with for everything to happen and for everything to work. But let me just tell you from experience, it pays off. It pays off to be patient. It pays off to come from a place of understanding. Like, I know you're not trying to change your partner, but you are trying to change the way that they treat you, and that's very important. You should never take shit in a relationship, and I'm so proud of you for standing up for what your own needs in the relationship. That is so healthy and so mature. And I hope that they can also meet you halfway when it comes to that too, and step up to the plate, because that's what you deserve. Yeah. Okay. So it's been real reading for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, night, or evening. Sending you lots of love, sending you lots of meditative and calming surroundings and energies towards you while you go through this really emotional upheaval. And just know you're gonna get through this. Love you lots. Take care, my sweet bundle of joy. Hi, pal face. If you chose this card as your pile, then yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first we're gonna check in with your energy and what you're going through, just to see if this is your pile, and if it resonates, obviously move on to the rest of the reading. If it doesn't, you might need to pick another pile or pick another reading, because yeah. Anyways, okay. Oh, I am presence. Assessing the divine within. Wow. This is a really golden heavy card. So you're probably going through a really huge solar plexus upgrade. And especially a light body activation. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing like people dyeing their hair. Like a beautiful beach blonde, or a lighter maroon, or a lighter brown, or like a mushroom brown. But getting like your bangs or the front parts of your hair bleached. Like, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of bleaching when it comes to your hair. And it's just a symbol right now for you to be getting a lot of light activations and light downloads. And if you're not bleaching your hair right now, this is just a reminder to be like, your natural hair is beautiful and your hair right now is beautiful. And so you don't need to get your hair bleached or anything. But yeah, if you resonate with either having your solar plexus upgraded, so you were feeling more confident, like you've just had a glow up, like you're feeling yourself, yes, or if you've been bleaching your hair or changing just some aspect of you that makes you feel a bit more lighter and a little bit more like just a lot more confident within yourself, then this is your reading. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to get into what the main messages of your dream is. Okay. Divine Source, please connect me to pile 3 and their main message of their dreams right now. What is the main message of pile 3 and their dreams? What is the main message of pile 3 and their dreams? What is the main message? Excuse me. Dust devil moving out of stagnation. What is the main message of pile 3 and their dreams? Okay, well, I'm getting that's enough. That's all I'm gonna need. So okay. So yeah, so in terms of the main message of your dreams is that you are moving out of stagnation. You are, again with the solar plexus, you're really like up-leveling yourself when it comes to your self-confidence and your self-worth. And I'm hearing that you're leaving those dusties behind. Yeah, so like... Yeah, you're no longer dealing with any of the people that don't resonate with you. And you're really turning your experiences into gold. You're really turning them into life lessons, and you're seeing them clearly for what it is. Like, you might be in this cloud when it comes to like the symbology of this, but it's more like, the face and the heart isn't in cloud, that's clearly pictured in here. So you're seeing clearly about all the mess and chaos that's going around you, and you're leaving the people who are like a little sus, the people who might have betrayed you, the people who are bullies. You're leaving that, the dusties, you're leaving that behind you. So good for you. Like, man, this is giving Selena Gomez vibes right now. And this is a timeless reading, but right now in the current pop star state of affairs, Selena Gomez is just in the middle of this drama with Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner. But, she's receiving so much support. Selena Gomez is just killing the game, and she's killing them with kindness, and she's not responding to any negativity. She's not like engaging with any of the pettiness or any of the drama that's Hailey Bieber or Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner or Justine Skye, like any of those people. She's not really like engaging with them. She's someone who's consistently said that women should support women, and she's been someone who's consistently said to kill it with kindness, and it's just great because you see all these other stars come out and support her by supporting Rare Beauty and supporting the messages behind what Rare Beauty stand for, which is that words matter and words mean a lot. And you're someone who's no longer hanging out with the negative people in your life that put you down. And because of that, you're able to really activate this self-confidence and self-worth. And you're able to really connect to yourself so much better than you used to. And yes, we are here for it. I'm so proud of you. Spirit Divine Source is so proud of you. Like, that takes some motherfucking balls. And it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of effort and courage to be so loving and so gentle with yourself and so present and aware of yourself. And in your dreams right now, you may be going through a dream state. You may not be feeling this way though in your dreams. In your dreams, you might be seeing those people in your life, like seeing those past friendships or past relationships, but I'm really getting friendships or like just, people you used to hang out with. You might be seeing those past people and you're seeing them for what they are, like for the longest time, I had a friend who I'm no longer friends with be in my dreams as a friend until like yesterday when I saw them in my dream state for who they were, which was a bully. And like, that's probably what you're going through, something similar. Like you consistently see them in your dream state, but this time around your subconscious understands that they are no longer a part of your life. They are no longer for you. They hurt you in this way, and you can move on from it. You can move on and understand that they are just someone who is not happy with themselves. They are someone who compares themselves constantly to other people, and because of that, they are someone who consistently takes away the joy from themselves, you know? Like, they're not part of this channel, you know? Only bundles of joy are a part of this channel, which is you, my dear. And you are someone who can cultivate and understand within that comparison is the thief of joy. And right now you are just going inwards, and you're really taking time to dedicate to really building your self-confidence and your self-worth by being with yourself and doing the necessary self-care routines. You're taking care of your physical health, your mental health, your bodily health. So like, I'm getting a lot of bodily stuff. So like, as well as obviously your emotional and spiritual, but this feels very much like, because you're taking care of yourself physically, it's seeping into the other aspects. Like, you're taking care of yourself physically. You might be doing yoga more regularly. You might be going to the gym more regularly. You may be taking walks more regularly, or you're eating very well and being aware of your diet. And because of that, it's given you more emotional stability. It's given you more mental clarity, and it's given you a spiritual awakening where you can see clearly who's meant to be in your life and who's not meant to be in your life. And what your dreams are really trying to tell you, the main message is that you're moving out of stagnation when it comes to these people, and you're really stepping in and owning your own power. And you might be moving in silence too. Like, you probably don't tell them what you're doing anymore. You probably don't like give them details of your life, and you probably have either like blocked them or just kind of like distanced yourself from these people. And your main messages from your dreams is that, like, good job, like keep doing what you're doing, because in your dream state you're processing all of that so that you can live in the waking state a lot more. Like, you can continue to do what you're doing in the awakening state, where you're taking care of yourself, you know? Yeah. Woo! Whoa, that's intense. Good for you. Oh my gosh. They're probably singing Good For You by like Olivia Rodrigo right now, but like, you're over here like not giving a shit. You're probably singing like that Selena Gomez song, the one that's like, wouldn't want to be anybody else, you know? Like, I forget what it's called. Who Said is probably the song you're singing right now, the one that's like, yeah, you like who said you're not perfect, who said you're not worth it, who said you're not the only one that deserves it, because trust me, that's the price of beauty. Who says you're not pretty? Who says you're not beautiful? Who said? You know, like, you're just like, fuck that. Like, we're not listening to the naysayers. We're not listening to those people anymore. We are in the golden era. We are in the era of self-love and self-worth, and knowing our standards, and knowing who is good for us and who is not. So yeah, we're saying goodbye to those people who consistently put us down. Damn. I love this pile. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're going to move on to the symbols that can be decoded for you right now. I'm getting such heavy Leo vibes. You don't have to be a Leo. Like, you can have Leo placements in your charts, or you might want to see where Leo falls in your astrological chart for you. Leo season also might be a really like good time for you. I love Leo season. Even though my sun's in Virgo, but my rising is in Leo, and I just absolutely adore the summer and the summer seasons. Anyways, I don't know why I'm saying this. I really don't know, but like maybe you also love the summer too. Who knows? But like not everyone experiences summer in August, so yeah, take that as it resonates. You might just love Leo season. Again, you might just love Leos. You might just be a Leo. Anyways. Divine Source, can you connect me to pile 3 and the sum of the symbols that can be decoded for them? Okay. 2 more? Okay. If I can just get 2 more cards, I would... Oh, interesting. Do you want that? Okay. So, we're gonna get 2 cards. Excuse me. Just going through a transition to make sure I'm getting the messages right. And then we're also gonna get 2 symbols from this beautiful book of symbols. Yeah. I brought out this book because I wasn't sure if I was going to need it or not, but like apparently, yeah. Anyways, so some symbols that can be decoded for you are unable to find a restroom, as well as moving forward. Oh, love that for you. I love that for you so much. Okay, so unable to find a restroom means there is a feeling of frustration or a feeling of blockage in your way of life. One possible message is that you need to let go of any anger, guilt, shame, jealousy, fear, hate, or sadness, emotions that might be holding you back. But what I'm really getting is that you have given yourself more of a space of calm, respect, and freedom. I feel like you've already process these emotions, or in your dream state, that's what you're doing. You're processing these emotions. So yeah, you've found healthy ways to let this go. You've found healthy ways to let go of what's going on in your life. Yeah. When it comes to the symbols, so if you are like trying to find a washroom in your dreams and you find one and you can use it successfully, then that means that you are letting go of all the toxins and all the emotions of anger, guilt, shame, jealousy, fear, hate, or sadness that might have been holding you back. And yeah, you've already, like, it really feels like that's what's happening. Like, this might be, like, apparently this is one of the top 10 dreams. So you might be trying to find a restroom in your dream and you're like, oh, found one, can use it, you know? Because we also have the card moving forward. Yeah, and you are legitimately just moving forward from these people and this situation and having a lot more self-confidence and a lot more positivity, where you're feeling a lot of joy, you're feeling a lot of bliss, you're feeling a lot of solitude. And you know that song by Sabrina Claudio that's like, I'm alone but I'm not lonely? Sorry, my singing right now is like a little off, so apologies if that, yeah, anyways. But it's called, let me look it up for you in terms of what it's called. It is called Confidently Lost. Yeah. So like, Confidently Lost is a great song because it just highlights the fact that like you're totally okay being within your own energy, and you're totally okay like just being you and doing you without like other people, and you're just being very authentic right now, and it's giving you such a peace of mind. So yeah, you're reaching your goals when it comes to your life, and we're here for it because you don't have to deal with these dusty people. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get 2 more symbols for you. Ooh, okay, so we have deer. Wild animals like deer. So you might be seeing deers in your waking life as well. Because yeah, when you, and I feel like you already know this, but like if you haven't read the Yogi's Dreamer Tibetan Book of Dreams by Tenzin Gyatso, then I feel like you probably have already known about this or probably read it, so you already know like that your dreams are a reflection of your waking life, and in both your waking life and your dream state, they both hold symbols of what you're going through right now. So yeah, if you see the spirit of a deer, or if like you legitimately just see a deer, or like if you see deer imagery around you, then you are going through a really soul retrieval type of space in your life. You are rebirthing yourself, and you're going through a spiritual evolution, basically. And because we got this one, it's you're seeking spiritual goals, and you are really understanding yourself to such a high level and such a high degree. Yeah. So yeah, right now, so if you see deer, then that means you're spiritually on the right path, and you are in the in-between bridge of the earthly and spiritual realms, and that it's giving you the message that you're doing well and you're doing like right. And like, yeah, you can just see deer symbologies. You might be seeing deer photos, like it might just be popping up on your For You page. Ooh, you also have compass. Mirrored in the human realm by its use of constructions and mathematical harmony and the imposing of form, the compass is depicted in a medieval manuscript as an attribute of the divine architect of the cosmos. Wisdom biblically tells of her presence beside the Lord when he set a compass upon the face of the depth, establishing and delimiting the heavens, waters, and foundations of the earth. So the compass is a tool for measuring, drafting, and drawing geometric figures. It's an essential tool for imagination when it comes to alchemy. As well as squaring the circles, or just kind of identifying the 4 elements. Yeah, so it really just kind of hits home with moving forward. Like, you have physically a home within yourself, and because of that, you can kind of like, you have like a magnet inside of you that is pointed in the direction of the divine. Like, you're doing divine work right now. You're doing spiritual work right now. Yeah, so like it feels like if you see a compass in your dream, or if you see deer in your dream, it just means that you're spiritually progressing and you're moving forward with your life. When you see the compass, it means that you are in the direction of the divine and you're doing divine work, and it really just like is embodied by yourself and your waking life, because you are accessing the divine within right now, and you're really in a spiritual ascension process where you no longer are listening to the other people around you. You're listening to your own heart and your own desires and your own self. And and you see that, and you're doing that in physical ways as well, like taking care of yourself really well. So yes, my queen, or my king. Yes, my deity. Say that. We'll say that. Okay. So, divine source, how is this healing the dreamer? How are their dreams healing the dreamer? We first have inviting ecstasy. Love to see it. Okay. Expressing free will. Love to see it. Embracing worthiness. Okay. And expanding inner power. Yeah. Okay, that makes... we're going to do it like this. That feels better. So right now, how your dreams are healing you, you're inviting ecstasy. I am worthy of all the pleasures my heart desires. You're embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. You're expressing your free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. And you're expanding your inner power. I am most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. So yeah. Whew. And that's how it really felt. Like even at the beginning of this reading, it felt like you were already on a healing journey. You've already healed a lot of yourself. You're already on a stage of yourself where like no one can get to you. Like no naysayers, no nothing. You are on you are someone who's flying high. You are someone who's on the right path and who is really embodying the higher realms when it comes to your life. And because of all of that, like all of your healing, like you just have a lot of joy, and you have a lot of self-confidence and inner power, and you can express your voice in the way you find it necessary without having to be restricted by these past people. Like no more. You have your own inner power, and you have your own guidance, and you have such a divine connection that it intimidates people. It makes them feel jealous. It makes them feel like they need to compare themselves. And you're not here for people tearing you down. You're like, fuck no, like not anymore. Like you are someone who has embraced your worthiness and has the feeling of joy and the feeling of love and care and self-worth, and who just knows themselves and who can cope with the good and the bad days, who can cope during any parts of their life because you take care of yourself. And it's giving glow up vibes. It's giving like super glow up vibes, and like, you're perfect just the way you are, and you're really recognizing that. And that's what the glow up is that you're recognizing your own true internal beauty and grace and loveliness and joy, and you don't need any external validation for you to feel amazing in your own skin. You just already feel it. And I love this energy. This is such a beautiful energy to be in. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for listening. And if you listened the full way through, kudos to you. Just hype up messages, I hope, really resonated with you and made you feel your beautiful self, because your dreams obviously want to contact you and make you feel like that. Yeah, okay. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment down below if it resonated, and subscribe if you feel like it. Yeah, take care. You beautiful soul, my bundle of joy. Keep being you. Keep being awesome.